welcome to another episode of Speaking Into the Abyss. I'm your host, Jess.
And I am your host, Jess.
And we have a special guest today. This is...
Virginia.
Welcome to the show, Virginia.
Oh my god, thank you so much for having me. I feel so honored to be here.
Jess, how's your week been?
It's been good. It's been good. How's your week been, Virginia?
I feel a little tension here. Just kidding. My week, I don't know. It's been all right. I feel like I have a kind of bad concept of time. So, when did the week start?
Well, I guess it depends for you.
When did it snow?
That was a long time ago.
Dude, wasn't that like a week ago?
Was it a week ago? Yeah.
Dude, I've just been at war since then, so...
With who?
Dude, being a mailman is just like being a war veteran. So...
I bet. I remember that Christmas commercial that came out like a few years ago, and they're like, it's like 6 feet of snow, and the mail guy's like coming up with your letter, and they're like, we're gonna get your package delivered this Christmas. And it's like just horrible like scenes of them going through treacherous weather, like trying to get you your package.
Yeah, I was just telling Virginia right before we were recording and stuff that if it was me, I couldn't do it. Like, they would send me that way, and I would see all the snow, and I'd say, I don't think I can do that. But she's a good driver, so she's like, you have to try and you have to get through it. And I was like, what if you get stuck? Do they come after you? And what'd you say? They do?
Yeah, it takes them a good minute to come after you. Because like you said, like, what if they get stuck on the way up? Like, I was going up Mount Rose the other day, and it was just coming down. I spun out, like, twice. And I'm like, dude, I don't get paid enough for this. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. They're not like all-wheel drive mails.
they are all-wheel drive.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, they
but,
are.
you know, I didn't have chains on. And it takes them, like, 2 hours to put chains on. I was like, I just gotta go, man. Like, I just
Dang.
gotta finish the day. So you gotta be kind of like James Bond up in that bitch, I guess.
Okay.
Or I don't know, maybe Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, fast.
Yeah, you just gotta go for it. If you die, you die, I guess.
Well,
That
we
would
hope
be
you don't
unfortunate.
die. Yeah, we hope you don't die.
I hope I do.
We've talked about it on this podcast,
Yeah.
but we love male people on this podcast.
Really?
Actually, so I'm really happy that we have you as a guest because we have talked about it, and now we have a real male person on the show. And
Yes.
since you're a male person, we can tell you directly that we love you and we appreciate all the hard work you do.
Yeah.
My brother, I don't know if he's grown out of it probably, but he used to be terrified of dogs. But like more like on the larger side dogs, which I guess I kind of get as a kid. But it's because when he was really, really little, he got bitten by a chihuahua. So he thinks that like big dogs are scary because he was a kid, little kid, and the chihuahua seemed really big to him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So then just kind of he grew up thinking big dogs are terrifying, but it's like chihuahuas is the one that attacked
Chihuahuas
him.
have to be one of the most fierce dogs, though. So that's like kind of
Yeah.
fair. Like that would be very
And it was
traumatic.
like an army of chihuahuas. Because it was like my
Hold
uncle.
on. Can you tell the story from the beginning, please?
It was like
It was one chihuahua, and then it was an army.
Well, I didn't mean you got mauled by a bunch of them, but like.
Oh, I thought it was
But, okay,
attack.
we're at my uncle's house. I remember watching that show, Magician's Biggest Secrets Revealed or whatever. Do you remember that show?
No.
What? You guys have never seen
Thank
that
you.
show? Okay, anyways, this mask guy, and he shows all the biggest secrets, like how Houdini got out of the box, all this other shit, right? It's a good show. Anyway, I remember being so enthralled in that, and my little baby brother was like around me. I'm also very young, and my uncle had a bunch of chihuahuas with his wife, and they all come stampeding in, and one of them just bit my brother, so it was just terrifying for him because he didn't know what was happening. But I asked that girl who was scared, I was like, oh, did you like get bit by something? And I told her my little brother's story, and she was like, yeah, Chihuahua bit me too. And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe like it is Chihuahuas. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's the small dogs. The small dogs always are like, they got the bigger bite, you know? Big dogs are
yeah.
so like docile.
Have you been bitten by a dog?
No, I'm pretty lucky. I mean, like at work, it's always like a big chance. Like dogs they'll come fucking running at me, dude, and I will just throw my package on the ground and run away. I'm like, dude, I don't feel bad for your fucking package. I'm not getting eaten by your guard dog. Like, I
Yeah.
got guard dogs everywhere out in, like, Callahan Ranch, Washoe fucking Valley, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm lucky. I've never been bitten by a dog. I heard those get, like, nasty.
What about you, Jess?
Yeah, several times.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
did they get like that purple yellow
Yeah,
color?
yeah.
Like it
Well,
pierced your skin?
My
or...
dad's dog bit my cheek off when I was a little
Off
girl.
Your ass cheek or
I was gonna say I see both your face cheeks right now.
I have a little scar right here. If
I
you
can
look
kinda
really
see a
close, a
little
little line. But yeah.
What kind of
Banana
dog was
stuff.
it though?
Well, like a big, like those
Chihuahua.
big. No, those like big dogs that look like bears.
Oh,
Like the
yeah,
fluffy
like,
white ones?
It was a brown.
yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
a,
I can't think of
what
the
are they
name.
called? The Newfoundland or something?
Or-
Maybe I have no
Arcanine.
idea what they're called, but yeah,
Arcanine.
I was just like
Yeah.
brushing him, and
Oh, and he
then
bit you.
Oh.
He must
Yeah.
have pulled a little hair.
Something.
A little tangle or
Just-
something.
yeah. And then I have this from my middle school besties Chihuahua.
Mhm.
Oh.
This
Chihuahua.
happened recently, like 2 years ago. I was just petting her, and then she bit me, and then I like love dogs, so I was like trying to shake her off. And my friend and her brother were like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Why didn't you yell at her?" I was like, "It's not her fault. I made her uncomfortable." Yeah.
Do you have dogs?
I do. Have you never listened to this podcast?
Hey, whoa.
Getting caught up on the podcast.
Yeah, I have trouble catching up on the podcast. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to.
Yeah, I
keep
have
up on
2
podcasts.
dogs, and then I have my niece dog that lives with me now. So 3 total, and a cat.
And your cat gets along with the dogs pretty well?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, Simba's a little jealous boy, so sometimes.
Well,
he
he's just getting old and cranky,
Oh, you
even
think
with
that's
like
why?
Moon and Lulu.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I love him so much. I love all your animals, obviously.
Oh,
It is,
he's
I
so-
love their personalities. That's
Yeah.
what I love the most about all my friends' pets is their little personalities.
What about you? Got any bite marks?
Oh,
Wait, I forgot about one. Then my friend's Chihuahua also. I think it's a Chihuahua. I'm not sure. It's a smaller dog. But one of them was like super protective of the house, and he would just start barking and following you. And like usually I could pass by and he would like not bite me. But one time he like bit the back of my calf. Yeah.
Okay, my story is literally almost the same thing, but like, it was like, I feel like it was middle school, and it was like one of those, like, I had just made a new friend, and they were like, yeah, come over to my house. And I was like, sure. Went over to their house, and they had this little black Chihuahua, and it was like following us around, super chill. And then as I'm leaving, going home, the fucking Chihuahua just out of nowhere just clings to my calf.
Oh,
And
yikes.
it pierced like
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
calf. So it like I remember in the days following, it started turning purple and yellow because it was healing. So obviously,
Yeah.
it looks more grotesque the better it feels. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, I just remember like, and it was sad actually. Now that I brought it up, I'm remembering that right after the dog bit me. This isn't funny.
You hit it.
No, the mom got up and she was like, "This fucking dog is always biting people," and I was like, "Oh, it's okay," because obviously I'm in middle school and I don't know what's happening and I'm afraid. And I'm like, "It's okay, it doesn't hurt that bad. It's all fucking bleeding. It's bleeding and purple," and I'm like, "It's not that bad." And she's like, "No," and then she like looks at my new friend and is like, I think we're gonna have to put him down because this is the 3rd person he bit in a row, and I was like, but it's fine. I was like, I'm sorry. No, I don't want you to put your dog down.
And then your friend's like, "Do you want to come to my dog's funeral?"
That's the next. I never hung out with that person.
Oh my
again.
gosh! And you just killed her dog for no reason.
I mean, I don't know if the dog ever died. I hope that me never coming back again is like what saved the dog.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Damn, I have guilt.
I feel like the mom probably just had it out for the dog already.
was waiting.
Yeah,
She
she's like,
said-
oh,
yeah.
3rd strike.
She sent the dog to bite me, and she was like,
Yeah.
"You motherfucker."
She was rubbing like bacon grease on you when you weren't looking. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you guys have any traumatic cat stories? Because I feel like when people get like attacked by a cat, like they hate every single cat for the rest of their life, and that makes me upset. Like, I don't
Do you?
know.
Is that why you brought it up?
No, I feel like because you were saying like that girl that didn't want to help
Oh,
the dog.
yeah,
She was
yeah.
like, I don't like that specific
maybe
type of
something
dog.
happened with
Like, I
that.
have a lot of people like that I know, and they're like, no, I don't fuck with cats. Because one time a cat fucking scratched me, and I'm like, damn, bro, he's got claws. I don't know.
Yeah.
It happens.
Do you, Jess?
No.
When I was a baby, when I was a baby, I
In
think
the
I've
womb?
shared this. Yes, no. I think
You
when
was
I was
like
a
doing
thought.
biscuits on your mom's belly. You're like, what the fuck? The roof is caving in.
I think I brought this up before, but when I was a baby, and my mom was still in the hospital for whatever reason, and I was with my tia, and she had me on her chest or whatever, and there's this cat that would like sneak in the house through their window, and he it's crazy world out there, and the cat would come in and it started stalking me basically, like it would wait like for her to put me in the bed. It was trying to do. That's what they say. Cats steal baby's breath because it'll sleep on the baby's face.
Really?
And it'll suffocate the baby on accident.
I've heard that about ferrets too.
It's because they're cat-like. But okay, so cats are kind of. And here's the thing: I don't own cats. I'm not, and you guys both own cats. And I don't know, but everything I've heard about cats seems low key kind of evil. Like,
nah, fuck you.
Evil in what way?
Listen, let me say it.
no,
Let me say. Hold
it
on.
out.
First
Spit
off,
it out.
the whole like suffocating babies for no reason, and then the other thing is that they say like when you die, if you have both cats and dogs or whatever, cats will be the first ones to claw out your eyes so they can eat you. What the fuck?
I thought you were gonna say eat you. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
here's the thing.
claw out your eyes so that you don't look at them while they eat you. Like,
Well,
they're
first of all,
conscious of
that's
that.
Wow.
really considerate.
I know. I was gonna say
That's
so
really
sweet.
smart.
That is so
That's
sweet.
really smart and
they know what
considerate.
they're doing is wrong.
Nah, they just look.
Hot take.
Wait, but so are you trying to say that after you die, you can still see?
No, I'm saying the cat. I'm saying the cat is conscious of your eyeballs and knowing what that is, and it looking at them, so it knows.
Look,
to
here's the
scratch
thing,
them
though.
out so you
Here's the
can't
thing.
look
If
at
I
them.
died, like no one's gonna find my body for like a week. So
You think that you're very important to the society?
No,
Without
I'm
you,
not.
it
They're
collapses.
like, we knew this male person was being flaky.
they probably would fire me before they find out that I'm dead. Like,
No
but
way.
I think, like, okay, I keep my cat's food, in a closet with like a door handle. How are they gonna know to get in there? They can't get into the fridge. Like, if anything, it's
Fair.
the last thing I could do as a mother. Let you eat my corpse.
That's beautiful.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
dogs wouldn't eat your corpse, is what I'm saying, though. It's not that
Ellie
part.
looks scared.
It's not the part that they wouldn't eat your corpse. It's the part that they claw at your eyes because they know what they're doing is low-key crazy. Like, it's low-key.
What if you have
insensitive.
no eyes?
Like, pupils or balls?
No eyes, no eyeballs.
I don't know.
Do
I've
they
never
still
seen
claw-
that. I've never
Yeah,
seen
what would they go
a
for first
statistic
then?
of a cat with an owner that has no eyes. So I don't know.
Blind people can have cats.
They have eyeballs usually.
Okay, and what's the second reason?
Didn't I just say?
They just take out your
The
eyeballs and
suffocating
eat
in
you?
the eyeballs.
Oh, okay, yes.
Those are
Yeah,
two
yeah.
I thought
separate-
Yeah.
I thought it was a whole
No, because
ordeal.
suffocating babies is
I
a
thought-
separate issue from clawing out eyeballs.
Okay.
I think.
Would you say so? I feel like.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make that face.
Do you have anything positive to say about cats?
No, but I love your guys' cats so much. That's the thing, is like I know that cats are great animals. I'm not against cats in any way. I just think those two very peculiar things I've never heard about any other animals. Like I didn't hear, dogs love to suffocate babies and
No,
dogs love to claw at your eyeballs.
No, but they love to maul their humans out of nowhere and kill them sometimes.
Out of nowhere because they did something.
Sometimes it's out of nowhere. That little 5-year-old girl did nothing.
You don't think she pulled a hair or something? I'm not saying.
I don't think so for
Anything.
all 3 of her dogs to eat her.
Wait, 3 dogs shared one little girl?
Yeah, it was her family dogs that she had grown up with.
The pit bulls.
No, different ones.
You have to pull it up for me because I don't know which one
I
you're
don't,
talking about.
I don't know what.
Well, then it seems fake.
It's not fake. The
Oh
mom
my
was
God.
crying on the news.
Oh, well, I'm saying like I don't
Fake
know.
news.
I'm just saying like I hear about animals mauling people all the time, so I just need a little bit more specification, I guess.
Okay, what about monkeys? You hear about how monkeys like fucking kill people? Like they like
Rip their faces off?
yeah and eat them.
Yeah, because they're animals.
So are dogs.
So
are
are we.
cats.
Yeah, and so what are you guys saying though? I'm not
Nothing,
in a
we're just
disagreement.
saying. We're just saying.
Oh,
We're
well
just
then,
saying.
yeah.
You
I'm
said-
also
you said
just
name,
saying.
You said name another animal.
No, I'm saying name another animal that claws out your eye specifically so it can eat
I think
you.
ripping off
And
your face
goes to
is pretty
babies.
bad.
But they don't do that to eat you. They just do that because they have
What if-
superhuman strength because they're animals that
What-
don't know that they can't,
If
They do some pretty fucked up things.
they
Monkeys.
eat your eyeballs because they love Shrek and he makes eyeballs look so good. They're just
Right.
like, it's like
They make
cat lore.
candles out of your earwax too.
No.
Oh.
They're cats.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that you love cats?
I love cats so much, actually. All of them. But your guys is specifically in like... Because I don't know... I guess I don't know a lot of people actually who own cats. But I love your cat. I love Virginia's cats. I love Matthia's cat. And I haven't even met that cat before. But I see photos of them. And they seem really cool. They don't seem like they'd claw my eyes out. But maybe in a dire situation, I guess.
So what you're saying is not all cats?
It's all cats, but I think statistically it's most cats, at least. At least.
I can't wait to find out. Assuming my cats will outlive me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how was your week, Dust? Did you do anything fun?
Actually, last episode, right? We talked about you going to go see that movie Companion.
Yes.
And I complained about how the second trailer made it seem like I knew everything from the movie, but I was still going in optimistically.
Correct.
So then I went to go see it with Virginia and her friend. And I scored it on my little letterboxed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I scored it because it was out of 5. You gave it a 4.5.
Yes.
I think I gave it a 4 or 3.5. I can't remember.
Okay.
What did you think about it, Virginia?
I thought the movie was, I don't know, pretty good. I actually do think in the trailer they did pretty much give everything away, but I don't know. I still think like watching it play out was like fun. It was a fun movie, and I actually, I almost did a spoiler. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I actually do think it was similar in a way to a couple other movies like Ex Machina,
Sure,
you know.
Sure, yeah.
And
Never heard of it.
Really?
Never even heard
No.
of Ex Machina?
Really? That one was, when did it come out? Like 2013 or something? I don't know.
What's it about?
It's kind of almost the exact same plot.
Oh.
But
Okay.
yeah, I think, because in the trailer it does reveal that she is like a companion robot, like
Okay.
a sex robot, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that movie is pretty much the same thing. I think he's like, oh, okay, he's like a Mark Zuckerberg type, and he builds a robot, so.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was good. I liked it. I told Dust that I rated it 4.5 because I did know what was going to happen, but I feel like there's some stuff that I was like, oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like didn't see some of the things. I was like, oh, wow. Some stuff I had an idea, and then some stuff I was like, oh, that's random. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely thought there was, like, things that I guess were left out of the trailer in a way, like certain characters or whatever, that I thought were good, like, added a lot to it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, yeah, I do think it gave, like, pretty much the whole, like, I just knew everything that was going to happen right before it happens, because it was, like, it also kind of had a lot of tropes. It's, like, very predictable in that way, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I don't think it's a negative thing, because it still was entertaining, and the soundtrack was really good. I really liked the music.
Was really good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. And but like there's like an item, I guess, I don't want to say too much, that is like brought up so much in the movie that it was so obviously going to be used at the last part of the movie that I was like, I wish that was kind of like not in it, because it just felt like unnecessary to do for me, because it's just like that's kind of part of the fun in those types of movies, is like that part, like where it's just a little bit different.
I'm going to pause and then you tell me in a second what it is. Okay. Des told me, and I did not see that in my head, in my brain.
Yeah, so I don't know, but Virginia, you saw it. You believe that it was foreshadowed?
Did you mention it to her at all, or you guys both just like were like,
I think right at the end, actually, we both kind of brought it up.
Yeah, I think we kind of like gave each other a look.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna, that's a
Yeah.
thing. I thought the acting was really good. I really like that main actress too. What's her name?
I actually don't know her name, but
Sophie? No.
Sophie Thatcher, I believe.
Sophie Thatcher.
I don't know her
She's
name,
in,
first and last.
She's in the Yellow Jackets show that I was watching. I was talking about that on the podcast. I only watched the first season, but there's 3 seasons out. And only the first season on Netflix. But she's really good in that too. And I thought, like, I was like, this is the only, like, maybe the second thing I've seen her in. But she was really good, I thought. I don't, and if I'm being honest, I don't know that guy.
Wait,
like,
didn't you
like
tell
I
me she was
recognize
in
him
the
from stuff.
menu? Isn't that what you told
Sophie
me last?
Thatcher?
That's not. I don't think.
I think that's what you told me
I think
last
it's
episode.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, maybe
Because I told you I was gonna watch the menu so we could talk about it.
Did you?
No.
Oh,
Oh, you should.
Well, because I didn't know how soon you were gonna
so
watch
you really
the.
like that movie a lot? The menu.
The menu? I thought the menu was, I think it was also kind of the same thing. I think a lot of, like, almost murdery mystery movies, I think they can all be generally the same. But I did enjoy it. And, I mean, am I allowed to talk about that one? Because
Yeah,
it's been out
Wait, no,
forever.
because I haven't
Oh,
seen
shit, you're
it.
right. My apologies.
Gee, I'm gonna
You know, like
watch
the
it.
rappings and
I'm
my
sorry.
apologies.
Yeah, I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's-
But no, yeah, I thought the menu also had a pretty good cast. I really like Nicholas Holt. He was also just in Nosferatu.
Love
yeah,
him because
I
he's
fucking-
Beast in the X-Men.
Dude, he's such a freak. He was the zombie in Warm Bodies.
Yes, and it's
Oh
such a
man,
good movie.
yeah, I think he does a lot of good roles. I think Anya Taylor-Joy, she had a really good part in that movie, but
That's Queen's Gambit.
yeah, dude, that one was
I
crazy.
didn't
She
watch
was
it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
watch
But
it.
it's,
It's really good. I've
was really good.
I'm only a few episodes in, but it's hella good.
When was the last time you watched it?
Probably a few months ago.
I never finished that one.
Yeah, that's me and all of my shows. I go back to them though. I just
Yeah, eventually, right?
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but okay. So then corrections corner because that girl from
She's not in the-
Companion is not in the menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just watch that separately, unrelated to that movie.
I guess I should say though that people really like the menu, so you might really like it. You seem
Yeah,
to
that's what you
love
said last
those types of
episode. Yeah.
movies.
Mhm.
Really? Because I didn't like the ending, and I've.
That's
been
what you
very-
said last
okay. I
episode.
don't remember this conversation at all. Yeah, of the menu, I didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
Just because, and I've literally said it on the podcast too about what happens at the end. I've literally
Yeah, but
said what
Virginia's
happens.
not caught up, so.
She's what?
No, on the,
the podcast.
podcast.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I was saying for you because you're saying, oh, you haven't
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
it yet, so you don't
Yeah,
want
you
spoilers.
just-
But I literally said everything that happened in the
Oh,
movie
really?
once and the ending because yeah, I remember that because I remember it was like early on in our episodes or whatever. When did it come out? I don't know, but I was like, yeah, I just felt like the ending.
And that's what you said
It
last
felt
episode.
so not like to me. It felt like kind of defeated the whole point of her being the character that she was, in my opinion. Just because, like, I don't know, her sitting there on the boat at the end, enjoying her little burger or whatever.
Mhm.
I was like, it kind of made her feel like she was putting herself up on a pedestal. I think I had to rewatch the movie, but it was the way that she didn't just leave, I guess. And she was just like kind of watching it burn. I was like, well, those are also people. So if we're like talking about this equality thing or like trying to be, I guess, like normal or whatever instead of like the elite or whatever, there was normal people involved inside the restaurant as well that weren't just like her, like the superstar's girlfriend or whatever. Like she has nothing to do with anything, but there's no compassion for her character, I guess.
But didn't she kind of like doom herself in the movie?
Which one?
When you're talking
The
about the girl?
girlfriend?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Didn't she like get caught up with the dude and they were just like fighting or something? I kind of like don't remember, but I think they were really wrapped up in it. Or no, actually, I remember now. They were like, "Oh, but you're stuck here now," and she was just kind of stuck there. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, dude, she's a food service worker, all right. Working at fucking McDonald's, working as a server. That shit, that sucks you dry of your empathy, man.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that's true, actually. But it is really
I mean, I
tough
don't
work, so
know.
it's like, you know what? All these assholes, if they deserved it, they deserved it. And if that one
But-
bystander happened to be there...
But it could have been hers, what I'm saying. So it's like, that's what to me defeated the purpose of that. I don't know, of the burger and everything else.
I think she was just enjoying the burger. She was hungry the whole time, man.
Yeah, because you just wanted a burger.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I think the whole point was like, it's like all this food was way too fucking fancy and unnecessary, and it's like to symbolize status, but it's like, all this just stupid bullshit. And it's like, bitch, I don't want any of that. Just give me a burger. Like, why am I paying for overpriced fucking sea moss to eat? And it's like one crumb, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, she was just like, let me eat my fucking burger and let me go. Like, fuck all this, like, elite bullshit.
Yeah, but I felt like that wasn't the vibe from the beginning, because obviously she was there for a purpose.
She was just there to accompany that guy.
Right, he paid her to be there. So
she was a companion.
Yeah, she was a companion.
Oh, it all comes back, baby.
So I don't know, but I don't want to stay on the movie too long because whatever, like, and Jess still has to watch it. But I guess I just felt like her tone changes part way into the movie about the whole burger. Like, that is the point of the movie, but from the moment she's there, that wasn't the point of the movie. And she was just as equal as anybody else who was there, because just because she got paid to be there, she's still going for the purpose of being there. She could have said no. She could have said no to the money and not gone. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she got paid to be there.
I'm pretty sure he.
No, I think they were just dating.
I don't think so.
No.
I'll let you guys know, okay?
Yeah, just rewatch it.
Update us. I'm
I'll
pretty
let
sure
you guys know.
I feel like I remember them not dating because his girlfriend had said no. She didn't want to go, and that's why he invited her, but he had paid her to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm missing that detail, I guess. But you know what? I do appreciate that. I mean, she really, I don't know. Like, I think he was treating everybody like shit.
He was.
Yeah. He was like a really fucked up. And I think it's really
fucked.
important when you're on a date, you know, if you see your fucking date treating the server like shit or something like that, get out of there.
I agree, but I also think like that. I think that gives more like merit to the whole like he paid her to be there, because it had more to do with his wanting of power. Like, he wanted so important, or to be important and to be seen and to be a powerful person. So he paid her to come and then treated her like shit because he paid her. And so he could treat her like shit in his own mind because he paid her to be there, kind of thing. But anyways, I actually wanted to say that I'm on season 3 of Lost, and I'm loving it.
Okay.
I'm loving it. It's really fucking twisty, and I can't believe it's taking me this long to get here. Jess, I know you said you know somebody who's watched Lost, and I'm surprised I never got suggested
Really?
by anybody to watch.
That's
it.
crazy. I think I've seen it a few times, but I think in my head, since you've seen everything, I thought you may have already seen it.
I wish. Can't remember what year it came out, but I think I was just like a wee kid.
Yeah, because I didn't watch it till like a few years ago.
5 or something. It came out. It's like I was 5. I was a little baby. Have you seen Lost, Virginia?
No, I haven't watched a lot of I feel like they're like, I don't want to say like dramas, but like Grey's Anatomy, Lost. I feel like I didn't watch
really popular
a lot of those shows. I feel like they're very like mom to me. Well, because like you said, I was a kid growing up. You know, I see my mom's watching that. Not super interested. But you said you were crying about it to
my therapist.
Yeah, so it must be good.
Yeah, it's funny because like, so it's been out forever or whatever. But there's this guy in it, and he's like in a wheelchair in the beginning of the show. When they get on the plane, they have to like carry him into the plane, and then he crashes with everybody else, and he can walk on the island. So he's like, whoa, magic, like this island's like the shit. And then he finds a bunker, and his legs start like losing feeling, and he can't get into the bunker, so he starts feeling like he's not doing things right, and the island is punishing him for not doing things right. So he starts like banging on it, and he's like, tell me what I need to do. It's like this really emotional scene in the rain, and it fucked me up like watching, because I was like, I look-y didn't care for the character too much because he's like this old kind of man, and he's kind of a liar. Like, you like see his background story, and he's kind of just like a fucking liar, and you're like, all right, why do I care? But like then he just like has his really all this emotional feeling, and he's like a really good actor. I don't know, that scene just like really hit me, so I started telling my therapist about it, because I feel like, and this is like, I guess, personal, but I just felt like it was one of those things where it's relatable in the sense that like for me, I start to like be really good sometimes. Like, I start feeling really good, and I'm like, yeah, this is because I'm active. I'm being more active. I'm getting more sun. I'm doing the right things. Like, this is my achievement. Like, this is what I get for doing the right things. And then when it doesn't feel like that, when I start feeling really bad and shitty and have horrible mental health days, I start thinking like, what did I do wrong? Like, what went wrong that caused me to like now feel like shit. And so I started being like, well, island, why? What do I have to do? Like, what did I do wrong? And so I guess like that's where it hit me. Is like I was just relating to that feeling of like helplessness of like, is there a fucking option that makes me feel good? Like, or is it just like every day? And so like going on into the show, he like ends up getting in the bunker and he's like, fuck yeah, I did it. And he starts feeling good again. And he's like, I can walk again. He's all brand new and he's, you know, has so much faith in the island. And then he has to press like this code into a computer or else something will happen. He doesn't really know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But he still does it every single day, and he feels like that's his duty, but it makes him happy. And he then finds out that like it was for no reason, like it was just a lie. So then he starts feeling like helpless again, because then that means that everything he did up until that point was for no reason at all. And so he's like super sad, but
oh, bless you. I think
you should say her in his note. But so it's like super sad, and I just like, I don't know. I just kind of was like, yeah, that's relatable to me for some reason. Like right at that moment, I just like that helplessness or whatever of that, just wanting an answer, just wanting like, what do I do next to fix this? Like, I don't want to feel bad anymore. And then being like, there is no answer. There is no quick fix. And it is just like a roller coaster for some people. And it's all about managing it or whatever. Because that's the reality of things. You can't fucking wait for some magical island to make you better or whatever. But yeah.
So in Lost, right, you told me they all got like into like a big plane crash, and so they're on this island. And don't you think it's kind of crazy to be so hard on yourself when you just like experience something so traumatic? And it's like, dude, you're on an island, like you just went through something so horrible, and you saw all these people die in this plane crash, and you're gonna be mad at yourself. Like that's actually really crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can see how that would happen. But yeah, I'm like, damn.
The show's really good because eventually there's so many different characters that it does kind of show that too. Because like there's a character who's like shell shocked and she's like just staring. They're like staring off into the ocean or whatever, and they're like, you know, you just been in a plane crash, so it's like okay to feel this way or whatever. And then there's like a woman who's kind of doing something similar, but she's like not. She's like no, like she's like, I see my husband and I know he's alive somewhere. And they're like, well, he's not here, so he must be dead. And she's like, I know he's alive. And then it turns out he is alive. So it is like one of those, she's like, there's a difference between like faith and like being in denial. And she's like, there's a thin line and it's better on my side. So I don't know, but I just like, it has so many different ways of like addressing like the fact that they crash, and like some people adjust super fast and are like, okay, this is what I gotta do. I'm a doctor and I gotta help people and yada yada. And some people are like so fucking helpless. How do I do anything? How do I build a fire? I'm hungry. I can't eat fish because I haven't caught fish. So they're just eating fruit and then they're getting like constipated.
Do they resort to cannibalism at any point?
I don't see up to season 3 so far. No cannibalism. They bury their dead people from the plane, but it's a really crazy show. So I don't know if there is, and if there is or has been, but yeah, I don't know. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good.
Have you guys seen The Green Inferno?
No.
That is like not fresh in my mind, but I definitely.
It's kind of like, okay, these college kids are on a plane, they're going to the Amazon, it crashes, almost the same vibe, except they run into a cannibal tribe.
That's right.
Yeah, Junie Cortez, Spy Kids, he's in it. But
I was gonna say, isn't The Green Inferno that movie that's like super hated because it like paints that one whatever civilization that's in it as cannibalistic, and they're not.
I don't know.
It's supposed to be like a Aztec thingy or no?
I'm not really sure. I thought they were just kind of making up a tribe. I'm sure they based it off of a real tribe. I think there is actual cannibal tribes, but I mean, I don't think it's like super, not common. Yeah, it's probably like one group.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a horror movie, so I don't know. I guess I wouldn't understand the reasons for being mad because I'm not part of a tribe.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it was really, really crazy. It was really crazy, and you guys should watch that one.
I'll have to rewatch it.
Yeah, you have to rewatch. I don't know if you like
I'll add
horror.
it to my list.
What's next on your list? Not the menu.
She's such a huge list.
I do have a huge list. It's just whatever's more pressing or whatever I'm in the mood for.
She's like, oh, that's on my list.
So, do you love Junie Cortez or something?
No, I just think it's funny that he was only ever in like Spy Kids, and then he grew up and he was like in no roles that you'd see, and then he was in The Green Inferno, which was like the craziest fucking movie ever.
And now he's married to Megan Trainor.
And now he's married to fucking Megan Trainor, bro. He's getting all that bass.
Daryl,
no treble.
his babies, he has such strong genes. His babies look just like him. They're so cute.
Just like curly hair ginger. No, I haven't
With
seen
little
that.
glasses, like the little
my
baby
God.
ones. Like,
That's so funny. Yeah, I loved Spy Kids as a kid.
yeah, those are great movies. What's your
Yeah.
favorite Spy Kids?
The one with the thumbs. What is that one called?
The
First
three. Isn't that the third one?
No, that's the first one. The third one is when they
With
go
the mountain?
the 3D. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I was
He's
thinking.
like,
Yeah.
I didn't even get her email address.
Yeah, that one's good. That one's
Yeah,
good.
that one was good.
I love how
Elijah
forced
Woods is in
the
that one, isn't he?
yes, he's the guy.
Yeah, he's the guy.
All the like 3D is so fucking forced. It's like
You know what?
machete.
When you were talking about the wheelchair scene and then like how he can walk, I thought about Spy Kids 3
Oh,
and how the
yeah.
grandpa can walk and run in the
Yeah.
Dude, fucking they all walked so Iron Man could run.
Definitely.
I don't know. I really
But-
liked the second one.
Yeah,
That
okay.
one's really good.
Okay.
That's the one with what happens with the face with the faces. Oh, no,
That
that's
one's the one with
that
Steve Buscemi. When he creates all those
Oh, the little
animals.
on the
And
island.
he's like,
Oh
does
my
God
gosh,
live
yeah.
in fear
So
of what he
good.
created? Like, is that
It's
why he
so
stays in heaven?
That one's so fucking existential or whatever. It's
Yeah,
very
those
good.
movies got like, I don't know.
Those are some good movies,
Those
yeah.
are really good movies. Those are movies you got to pass on to your kids when you have them one day.
Yeah. Did you watch the one where they have kids or what's her name has kids? Oh
Uh,
no, is that Shark Boy and Lava Girl? I don't know.
There's
I-
a Spy Kids 4
Oh,
that no one cared
With
about.
the babies, right? Or with their kids? Is it? It's like her
Yeah,
kids,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah. I think
sister's
you're
kids.
right,
She like
yeah.
ends up having kids, and then
It's like
they're
Space
Spy
and
Kids.
Time.
But I don't think I watched it.
I think I did watch it.
Jessica Alba.
Is that who's in it?
Yeah.
I love her.
Jessica Alba.
Really? I feel like I used to confuse
her
her
name's
with
Jessica.
Whoa.
Jess
I used to
loves
confuse
Jesses.
her with who's that one lady? Like Gardner.
Jennifer Gardner?
Jennifer Gardner. I think they look really similar.
I thought you were asking because she is a gardener. I was like, I don't know. I don't know gardeners.
No, I was
Okay.
gonna say I love Jessica Alba because of Honey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love the movie Honey.
I don't know what that is.
The dancing one?
No, yeah. I've
Oh,
never heard of
have
it.
you watched a lot of dancing movies?
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah.
Step Up.
I like
Yeah. I
I
love
like-
Channing
I like-
Tatum.
Oh, I was gonna say like that guy who played Moose.
Yeah, I was thinking about
From
him.
Disney Channel. What the heck's his name? Is he in Disney Channel too?
Really?
Oh, I don't know.
I've
never
only-
seen it only in Step Up.
Yeah, I've only heard of him from the end through like TikTok, and people are like, "I'm doing the Moose dance,"
When
and I'm
he's
like,
in the
"Who
ring.
is
Yeah,
Moose?"
it's Moose.
I'm like, okay.
And that one girl's from Disney Channel. Though. She was in Band Rock or Camp Rock or whatever.
Demi Lovato.
No,
Band
the,
Rock.
The one that's like she's really good.
Did you guys know Chapel Roan was in Camp Rock?
No fucking
I've never
way.
seen Camp
She-
Rock.
It's not about what you know. It's about who you know.
You should watch Camp Rock, but like really high because it's
Camp
kind
Rock.
of funny. And Demi Lovato was super coked out the whole time. The
Well,
first
and
one.
the second one where she has black hair.
No, in
And her
the
eyes are
first one,
fucking-
she's geeked, bruh.
When she's like this. That's the second one. But yeah, is she in the first one?
Yes.
I gotta rewatch it. I gotta rewatch
Demi
it.
Lovato, if you're hearing this, can you confirm that you were geeked
I
in
saw
Camp Rock 1?
I saw a clip of the Jonas Brothers reenacting the scene from that movie where they're first going to the camp or whatever, and they're dressed in the same outfits.
Yeah.
It's really stupid. I loved it.
Do you guys have a favorite Jonas brother?
Nick, when I was a kid. it was
Whatever
Nick.
the hot one was.
Joe.
None
I
of
don't
them are
know.
that hot. I don't know.
I don't know.
Which one's the main
I
one?
the only
Joe.
wait, do they sing
Joe.
the Love Bug song?
Yes!
Okay.
Banger.
You're like.
No, I guess
You're so nonchalant, but you're like, yes, I love that song. So
I listen to
funny.
it all the time
Um,
still.
no, I guess my bad. He's not in Disney. I don't know why I thought he was, but he's in Superbad and he's in all the
Is
Step
it
Up
Aaron Taylor
movies.
Johnson?
No.
Oh,
No, his
okay.
name's Adam Gary.
Super bad.
Adam.
Aaron's not in that movie, I don't think.
Well, I was thinking, like, dude,
Kick-Ass?
if Aaron Taylor Johnson was Moose, I gotta watch that shit right fucking now.
that would've been
That guy
wild.
is God sent, bro.
Too bad he got snatched by old lady.
You know, it's hard
Who?
being groomed.
That
Who?
guy who's in Nosferatu.
Oh.
Oh, is-
no.
the
What's his
husband
name?
of the one who got what's his
The
name?
kick-ass
Aaron-
guy. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's married to like a 60-year-old lady.
She's a director.
Yeah, I
And
think.
she used to
Oh
babysit
wait,
him.
we talked about this on an
I
episode.
definitely talked about this
Oh dang, he looked good now. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, he's crabbing. Nice.
From what?
Is that the
From
Marvel
the-
movie?
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't
Raven?
watch it.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I feel like I stopped watching Marvel. Like, I feel like once Disney like started owning it, there was all that unnecessary comedy. I think everyone could say that, and it got so bad.
In Marvel,
In Marvel, yeah.
not DC. You're not talking.
In DC, I never thought the movies were like that good. I thought like
Yes.
Batman, when Christopher Nolan directed it, was really good, and that's fucking Christopher Nolan. Interstellar, all this really good shit. But like, oh my god, Suicide Squad. Why
I
did they
know.
make
Never
that?
seen
But
it.
did you
Never
like
seen
Birds
it.
of
Don't watch
Prey?
it. I did like. Didn't we watch it together?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
remember that. Yeah.
Oh, she wants to say something. I thought Birds of Prey was all right, and I watched it just because of Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I was like, we're
Who
mowing
did
the
who's that one?
flowers.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, she's yeah,
But I didn't think that one was
she's
bad. I
the
did like the new
witches.
Batman. That one
Yeah,
was good.
with Robert Pattinson.
Dude, I just love me some Robbie.
Yeah.
Some
That
Robbie.
Are
was
you
kinda
guys
good.
gonna go watch Twilight?
Is it back in theaters?
I
All
think
of 'em.
it's-
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
they're gonna
when is
play
it?
'em one every 2
I-
weeks.
I don't
As
know.
a-
It's when I'm at work, so it
That's-
sucks.
Yeah, as a man,
Every
I
time
get
they
no time
bring-
off, so.
Every time they bring something back, I'm not there.
Dude, yeah,
I'm
they
at
just
work.
brought back Interstellar in theaters and Parasite last
I love
weekend.
Parasite.
And I can't believe I missed it.
So good.
Dude, that movie's amazing.
It's
They did
so
it for the
fucking
premiere
good.
of Mickey 17. I'm really
Oh,
excited for
really?
that one, yeah.
Yeah, that one looked good. Yeah, I want to see Hard Eyes too. I want to see Hard Eyes, and then I want to see I feel like there was another movie. Oh, that monkey movie with
Oh,
with
yeah.
the symbol, or the drummer. The horror movie. Have you seen that trailer?
Yes.
They
Yeah, I
made
wanna
it
see
off of
that
Toy
one.
Story 3.
Yeah, they took some inspiration from that movie.
Honestly, Love Hurts.
Yeah,
Love
I did too, but it's like not like at the top. I don't think.
I was thinking I'm gonna watch it in D-Box because it's an action movie,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
probably move a lot.
It'll punch you.
Dude, someone comes out and just right fucking you just see your chair KO'd like this.
You wake up. That was an amazing experience.
You're like, honestly, worth the money. I can't feel my jaw. Oh my god, they should have me do it because I got that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Virginia has literally been viral for punching somebody in the face.
Wow, that's crazy because I've never seen it.
Yeah, right. I'm not that viral.
I
'cause
seen
Jess
it
hasn't seen
without
it.
her showing it to me. Like I just came up on the interwebs once, and then I was like, "It's not." Like I watched it, and I was like, "Is that what?" And I rewatched it. I was like, "That is," and then I was like, "What the fuck?" And I went to your page, and I was like, "I think that's how we got back in contact, actually,
Do you think is it?
or like on Instagram."
Yeah, it was on like Hood Comedy. It was really stupid. It's on Twitter still.
She fucked that person up. That person no longer
It was
is alive.
not
Just
deserved.
kidding.
It was not deserved.
It was not. From what I didn't.
It was an
realize that.
accident.
And the person smiling the whole time, it's like really crazy. They're just happy, and then Virginia knocks them the fuck out.
Well, she hit me first. This is all completely out of context. I'm gonna make it sound like she antagonized me. No, it was like a mutual thing, but she punched me first. But it looks like in the video she gave me like a little like love tap. I swear I got bruised though, and I wasn't supposed to hit her, but I was like trashed. I was like so drunk, so I was just like, oh my god, we're fighting, and I turned around with all of my body's force. Like you can see me in the video, I spin around.
Spin.
You see my shadow, I'm jumping, and then there's just poof.
Yeah.
And then she had like we were at a concert. I felt so bad. She like left the venue.
Because you fucked her up that bad?
I actually think that they might have just not had any more tickets.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she like left and she went to go buy some
She
peas.
used to get punched and then left.
Yeah, you still got a show, baby.
I will say from my memory of the video, I don't remember her hitting you like at all. So I don't know.
I have the video. I could pull it up right
We
now.
pull it up. I would say we could post it because it's your video.
Oh yeah,
You won't sue us, right?
Well, no.
She, like-
posted it, but I don't think she
Oh.
would care.
I don't
Oh,
think
sorry.
she-
I don't know if I should have
I
outed
hope-
her.
Well, I guess she did hit you first, but you fucked her up. And then Virginia has also been viral for playing emo music for fish in an aquarium. Is that correct?
I wouldn't say it's emo.
Oh,
It's
folk?
Midwest emo.
Okay.
If anyone out there is a modern baseball fan, shout out to you. I played it for this fish in an aquarium. I shouldn't say one fish. It was multiple fish. A lot of fish. A school of fish.
Educating.
Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't smoke a lot of weed, but that day I think like I was with my ex-girlfriend and my friend, and they were hitting the pen, and I got a little, like, jealous. I was like, let me hit it. And then I was like, and dude, like, weed will put me into psychosis. So, but that didn't happen that day, thankfully. But yeah, no, I went up to these fish, and I was like, hey, can you guys record this? Just, like, out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. I was playing modern baseball for the fish, because they probably haven't heard it before.
And that was, like...
It wasn't super viral. I think it got, like, 100,000 views.
What is super viral?
I don't know. That other video I was talking about, that got 2.1 million views.
That was a lot,
yeah, that was crazy.
But that video of you playing music for the fish was my favorite for sure. Like
it was like 2 seconds long. Just
so, I love it. You're just holding it out for the fish. It looks like the fish is literally listening.
It looks like they're having a good time.
Like this.
He's like, hold up. He's like, is that
up to the glass?
He's like, yo, is that modern baseball? I thought they broke up.
He's like, my favorite, actually.
Like, yeah. He's like, guys, they're playing No Graduation or Your Graduation, my bad.
Did you guys see about the fish that was getting depressed because they were doing construction in the aquarium? So the employees had to like put up a bunch of fake cardboard people.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He was used to people seeing.
Yeah.
That. Oh, that's really sad.
He's like, my fans. What did I do wrong?
Oh, dude, poor little guy. What an attention whore. No.
I wonder if that happens to a lot of the animals inside of an aquarium.
I think it does because I saw kind of a similar thing where this guy, he was like he attended this like seal every day all the time or something, and then he was going on vacation. He did this kind of like funny trick where it was like a magic. He has the blanket over him and then he pulls it down and obviously he just walks, to the where the seal can't see, and the seal got like severely horrendously depressed like those 3 days he was gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like, look at this cool trick, and then I'll be back in 3 days.
I know, because it's like, you can't just do that to him, man. Like, he probably had no idea that would be, like, the repercussions of his actions. He must have felt so bad when he got back. He's like, I didn't mean to, like, mentally mess you up.
Yeah, but if he's the handler, also, like, there has to be some, like, knowledge of, like, what their capacity of knowledge and memory is. So, like,
maybe he was a new guy, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Then maybe I don't know, but I'm just saying that like maybe somebody should have.
Well, I think
cared to think.
I don't know because
they don't have that spatial awareness, like how babies don't have spatial awareness.
I think they just don't consider that the animals have like feelings. Like, okay, when I went to the aquarium in San Francisco, same day, there was like stingrays, and you can pet the stingrays and shit. And I was just like, oh, look, this one looks mad. Like, I was like minding my own business, talking to myself, and I was like, oh, he looks like this. And then the lady comes up, she's like, animals don't have fucking feelings. These stingrays don't have feelings. I think
she worked at the aquarium.
She worked there. She was like, I just want to let you know, by the way, that you're stupid and they don't have feelings, basically. But so
that's crazy.
I think maybe they just don't really consider. Like, maybe that guy didn't consider. Like, maybe he'll get a little sad.
Wow, I thought they did have feelings. You think she's
I was
lying,
gonna say, I don't know. A lot of people
mistaken?
Don't think a lot of animals have feelings.
Well, people think like bugs don't have feelings, but they just don't have pain receptors. So it's like, I don't know if that's the same thing. They still communicate. And that's the thing is like, I guess it depends on like your definition of that stuff. Yeah. Because like in a grand sense of it, plants even feel like when we really think about how, if we talk about how like that specific thing interacts with the world, then in a sense, everything does have a way of caring about things and a way of like expression. And they're saying plants do have feelings.
No, yeah, your plants get excited when you're coming home.
They like when you sing and talk.
They perk up. They can sense you. I don't remember. They like from like. Hold on, let me look it up. It's like pretty cool. Like for a pretty long distance, and they know you're coming home, and they'll perk up because you're coming home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that gives even more like benefit to like, well, then maybe animals of all kinds, even insects, have some type of feeling. Just because they don't maybe have major pain receptors or whatever doesn't mean that they don't feel.
I don't know. I like just read in an article like a few years ago that people were like, "Hey guys, turns out octopus have feelings." It's like they're so fucking smart. But I think it's just like humans think they're like, obviously because we're quote unquote the superior race, whatever, It's like they just
superior race.
Oh shit, not humans. Species, thank you. But yeah, like, I think they just think like animals are stupid because they're not fucking, I don't know, building capitalism, industrial revolution. I'm like, no, just because they're doing their thing, living their life, living in the moment, doesn't mean they don't have feelings. Yeah.
It's from 2 kilometers, which is 1.2 miles, which is pretty cool. That's pretty far.
That's very far.
Yeah.
Very cool that they can do that. And I love that.
The question is, how do they do that? Like, how do they know your specific, like, vibe. Or
Is it okay? I also have a secondary question. Also, is that all plants or potted specifically or soil planted? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it
I
in
don't know. I guess
garden
you're gonna
beds,
have to do the
or is it-
research.
or is it
Yeah.
potted? Because I wonder if, because I was gonna say to answer your question, if it's anything like mushrooms, right, and the mycelium
Yeah,
in
they're
the
like-
dirt, that's how they communicate, and they
yeah.
don't have to even be the same to know each other or whatever. Like, oh, there's a mushroom here. So I wonder if plants kind of have
it
something
says
similar.
it says sensing telepathically.
They just
Do
know.
you think they
That's
know all of my
interesting.
intrusive thoughts?
It says in telepathic
I can tell when you're
communication.
mad at it.
Dude, no. Because, like how you guys were
It
saying.
says house plants
Oh.
for even a few months.
Mhm.
Wait, what? Houseplants
They
for
just-
a few months can
That's
tell?
kind of cool because
Yeah,
then
so,
they
like,
can read your mind.
Like even just for having them a few months, like they're
Oh,
I don't know.
after
yeah,
having
yeah.
them for a few
Yeah.
months, they can tell. They start telling.
Dude, what?
I wonder if it's like a time thing too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like if like how animals and like humans also have like a natural internal clock. I wonder if it's like because dogs, like my dogs know when I'm home, even if I come home early because of my car, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I honk or because it locks. Or
I'm coming home, babies.
But they also have an expectation like when they're gonna get fed and stuff
Yeah,
at a certain time. So I wonder if plants kind of have that after a few months of like kind of getting used to a schedule. If they have something similar to that, where it's like, well, at this point when the sun's like here, my owner.
But
comes
then
home.
the
Yeah, but
winters-
then like you
yeah.
could come home at any time and they get excited. They're like,
But-
"Oh, you're coming."
Oh,
right,
man.
but I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. with
I
the dog
wonder
thing.
like
my dog still
if you like put like a camera on your plant and like
see it
A GoPro.
yeah.
Sorry.
From his POV.
Yeah.
POV of a plant.
And you
coming-
see he's
coming
like
home.
fucking going out the window.
What?
He's
Oh
got
my
a helmet
God.
on. Like, sorry, I need a moped. I don't know. But when
He's
you come
listening
home,
to
he's
sad
there.
music.
Well,
Well, gone.
I was saying, have you guys seen like the time lapses of like a plant? It's like 24 hours of my plants, and they're just
Yes.
like
Yeah,
moving all day.
dude.
Yeah.
I think.
you come home, they're like, Jess is home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mario really got it right. They're like.
Oh, the little dancing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah,
just
yeah,
have all
yeah.
the music.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think they really knew what they were doing. They were some plant scientists.
Dude, on my Snapchat memories, I got like this little throwback of my ZZ plant as a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's when you come over, I'll show you. But this was it as a baby. If you remember what plant that is,
Aww.
He's a little guy.
That's the one that's on the ground or on the table?
on the table.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Is he like super tall now?
No, they grow so slow. Hold on. Let me get on Greg and I'll show you a recent picture. Well,
I love plants that they want to like crawl
Crawl.
up. Yeah, I love
vine
that.
Types. What are those called? Those are called like it's a specific species, which is like all the ivy. It's like a type of ivy.
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is an old picture. This is from September 8th of 20. I need to update its picture.
Oh, beautiful. So you'd say you're pretty good at plants?
I don't know. I have 3. Well, okay. Saddest thing happened. I was rewrapping my mini monstera around the pole.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I was doing it, I heard something snap. And then when I looked, I was like, oh no, it's fine. And then after I did it, I see the end like hanging out. So I chopped it up and I'm trying to propagate it. I'll see how it goes. But it was so tall, so now I'm so sad. But
yeah.
but we'll
That's a
see.
little heartbreaking.
We'll see.
Do you ever go to the Home Depot and get free plants by taking clippings of the plants outside?
No, I don't want to get sued. No, I'm just kidding.
I think you should try it. Free plants, guys.
Yeah. No. I only have that plant, and then I have a snake plant that's getting. It finally got another little guy. Finally.
Yeah, snake plants I feel like are tough to take care of. I love
mine
plants.
does really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. My cat, she just always fucking murders my plants.
I know. My cat
Yeah.
always. He's good, but he'll be biting the snake plants, and he's like,
Yeah, I have like an aloe that someone gifted me, and surprisingly, it's like still alive. I don't think Goose knows where it is in my house yet,
Okay.
like because it was downstairs,
Uh-huh.
and she would go up and she'd be like, like snag.
Oh my
But I
gosh.
moved it to just like my upstairs. I think she just doesn't look in that direction, so she's
yeah. My
safe.
cat's gotten better now. I feel like before he would like nip at the plants a lot more.
Mhm.
He like shredded one of my monsteras one time, like a big one. I was doing dishes, and like within the like 10 minutes of me doing dishes, it was like slash, and then it was just like dead. I was like, what happened?
Man, how do you recover from that? Like, as a plant? I wouldn't want to live. I think that's the thing with plants, too. Sometimes, like, they go through, like, whatever stress and they're like, I'm out.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a coral or something.
I'm pretty bad at growing plants. Like, I've never really owned too many. Like, I've had a friend give me clippings before, which is funny because you mentioned that. And when we went to Seattle, me and that friend specifically, who has so many plants because she loves to take clippings, she was getting clippings from fucking everywhere.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I was like, you're so cool. I was like, that's smart. And then we went into a tea shop. And he had, like, plants for sale or whatever. So she did, and I think she got, like, it was, like, a money tree or something. She got something. And he was like, oh, yeah, I take clippings from that tree outside all the time. Like, just fucking go ahead. Have at it.
Yeah.
It was just, like, it was just really cool because it's cool that plant people can do that. Because I can't do that stuff. But the closest thing I've gotten to growing anything recently was those sunflower seeds that we got. We got some sunflower seeds for, like, Earth Day from our job. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try. And I did. And they were growing really good. And then the winter hit. So they just fucking shriveled up. And, like, I don't know
but
if
did
they'll
you
grow
just
again
leave
or
it there? Yeah, they usually grow back the next
Okay.
year. Yeah.
not. Okay, so then I'm hoping that they grow full
Yeah.
on. Because they were getting pretty tall, the little
Yeah,
thingies.
because
So.
like in my neighborhood, some people have them, and like you'll just see them, and then like next year they're just like hecka taller,
Yeah.
and
I'm excited.
Dude, some sunflowers, like, the way they grow so massive. Oh my god, like, I've seen a lot of, like, sunflowers. Like, there's one guy on, like, one specific route, whatever. Like, I pass by his house in the summer all the time, and he's got, like, his fucking gigantic sunflower up for, like, people to look at.
Yeah,
And it's,
yeah.
like, taller than his fucking house.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it literally looks like the sun. Every time I pass by it, I'm like, dude, oh my god, if it falls on someone one day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sunflowers are a great example of what we were talking about earlier about the plants, like, because they follow the sun. Like, they
Yeah.
literally turn their whole face towards the sun.
Yeah.
That's how they get their name. And, like, that shows intellect. Like, that shows...
yeah.
I don't
Did
know.
we already talk about in South Reno that woman that had a man in her house?
No.
No.
I thought we mentioned it last
What?
podcast. Maybe I forgot.
Did we?
I don't know.
maybe.
I don't remember. But if we didn't, and if we did, sorry. But if we didn't, there was a woman in South Reno who woke up and there was a man standing in her room and she thought like he was.
Oh
one of
wait,
the-
I think we did talk about.
Yeah,
it.
and
Okay.
she thought like at a glance she was kind of like, oh, like in her stirring of waking up, she was like, oh, what's that? What the fuck is that? And then she was like, that's a man. And then she was like, I fucking gasped. And then he had like a gun or something. I don't know. But
Was she okay? Did
she ended up being okay.
did he hurt her?
I don't know what happened 100%, but I just know that I think that they got him. Like,
Dude, that's my literal fucking
I know.
nightmare.
Well, it's
Oh
crazy
my
because
God.
right before I'd read that on the day I read that was the day after I just went to therapy and told him how the night before I had the worst time sleeping because every single noise to me, I was almost 1,000% sure someone was trying to get in the house. And then I was like, there's like a little, what is it called? Like in the roof where like crawl space in the roof or whatever it's called, and it's like in my closet of my bedroom, so and the door was closed or whatever, but then I heard a creaking and it felt like it was coming from, it sounded like it was coming from there, and I was like, they're already in, and I was like, they've already made it in.
Infiltrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hit the Pentagon. No, sorry.
So yeah, I just that it was really shocking to me. I was like, and so then to wake up and then read that, I was like, oh my god, my fears, they're right.
Dude, I'm gonna have that experience like every single day because I'm so used to living alone, and I'm gonna move in with my partner probably like next month or in the next 2 months, and yeah, I'm just gonna be sleeping. I'll be like, why is there a man in my house? It's just gonna be my partner. Like,
You stab him.
dude,
Oh
yeah, I
my
like hit him with a
God.
frying pan or something. Like,
The amount of times my partner has like actually frightened me, like startled me, just because I didn't hear like him coming up or something. I turn around and there's just a man standing. Not just a man, obviously
Yeah.
my partner, but I'm like a man, and like
Yeah, exactly.
and I get really started, and he's like, "Dude, I thought you were about to hit me," but I'm like, I just was scared. I was terrified for my life. I was ready to fight, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess if you did wake up and there was a random person in your house, do you have an action plan? Do you think you have an idea of like what you want to do?
I'll be like, yo, back massage, foot massage, and I won't hurt you.
Nice.
And give me your money.
you rob him. You put on your ski mask that you have under your pillow.
I've been waiting for you.
You're like, oh, you're robbing this place too?
I got tired. I took a nap. These dogs are chill.
No, I used to be like extremely like paranoid, and so I was already kind of always like, oh man, there's a man in my walls, whatever. And so I used to just have, and like, who's to say that I'm good in any type of like actual combat, fight or flight? I'd probably freeze. I used to just have like a knife in the shower, a knife under the toilet, or whatever. Yeah, I had like a knife next to my bed, and it's like, dude, if anything, I'm just giving this guy knives.
She's like, fuck, I forgot my knife. He's like, wait.
Puts him on as Wolverine.
That's so funny. I feel like I remember a skit or a movie or something where they did that with guns or something. It's like gun taped to the bottom of the dresser, gun taped to this or whatever, and then it was kind of like, well, now they have guns everywhere, so it doesn't matter. That's wild. Did we? I don't know why I can't remember anything we've talked about, but I'm gonna ask: did we talk about the couple that I heard about that survived a home burglary, or no? Because this has more to do with my question. Okay, so I asked if you guys had a game plan, because
So do you? Wait.
No, because because like Virginia said, I don't know if I would freeze or not, because I do have a reaction to like pick up my hand when people startle me, but I'm also, when I like feel like I'm being chased, I fucking drop to the ground. Like there's like an instinct in me where I'm like, oh, dead.
Armadillo.
You know? Yeah, I'm literally dead. I don't know, possum or something.
She squirts ketchup on her.
Like make my eyes roll. But there's this couple, whatever, they're sleeping. This woman wakes up and there's a man in the house. Same kind of scenario as this woman in South Reno or whatever. But when she wakes up and looks at the guy tells her to shush because he has a shotgun in his hand, and it's the husband's shotgun, by the way, from downstairs or whatever. And they have little kids, sleeping in their bedrooms, and like a baby, I guess. And so the husband isn't awoken by her gasp, obviously, because he said to be quiet, but then she kind of like nudges him awake or whatever, and then the guy like puts the shotgun in the husband's face and is like, how much money do you guys have in your bank account? And they tell him, and I guess it's like a couple $1,000, but like it's nothing to kill over, for sure. Yeah. And he's like, we're gonna go to the bank in the morning because everywhere's closed, right? It's in the middle of the fucking night. And
just gonna hang out.
Well, apparently, like after the fact, they find out that he was on a 4-day binge of meth and amphetamine. So he was just probably not thinking. So he was just like, we're gonna go in the morning or whatever. And I guess it was like,
they're like, okay, sounds good.
It was like 12 or whatever. So she was like, no, but this is where the plan thing kicked in. Because I guess in the past times, this married couple had thought like, you know, if we're ever in a dangerous situation, the husband told her, you run and I will risk my fucking life, but I want you to run. And so I don't know if she just remembered that, but she said that when he said, oh, we're going to wait till the morning, she got pissed, she said. She was like, because now there's a man with a gun in my house, and he's not even just going to, like, rob and leave. Like, he wants to wait in my house where my children are. Yeah. And the baby started crying. So the husband was like, can I please go pick up my kid? And he was like, yeah. With the
hella chill.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
With the shotgun or whatever. The husband picked up the baby and then was, like, going to go give it to the wife. And then they just had this unspoken fucking, this is what we're gonna do, and the whole memory of that conversation, that once he handed her the baby, he fucking took off on the guy, and the guy dropped the shotgun, and she fucking ran out of the house, took off down the street, help, all the neighbors are coming out, you know, what's going on, there's a man, the husband comes out with a fucking shotgun, because the guy's like, starts taking off, he runs up running or whatever, and the neighbor comes out, and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, go get your gun, the guy's going around the corner, cut him off or whatever, and they end up catching the guy, and they fucking, I guess, citizen arrest him until the fucking cops come to get him, but she said that, like, she was super fucking terrified because her other kids were still sleeping in the house. And she obviously was down the road and didn't know if her husband made it out or not. So she was so fucking scared. But then when she saw her husband going down the street, it was like, it's fine, we got him or whatever. She was like, it's the most relieved I've ever felt. And I'm just so glad that I trusted not only my gut, but something that he had told me in the past. And I was like, that is so fucking crazy that if she hadn't remembered that he had said that at one point, like, I will risk my life as long as you run. And then just it clicked for both of them in that moment. Like, that was so, and I don't know. It was kind of cute at the end because it's the I Survived. It was the episode of I Survived. It was but it was a podcast version. And they talk about, at the end, she's like, I don't know, I just feel like it brought us closer together. Like, it was a really scary situation, but it made us feel like we definitely know we could trust each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really cool. So I don't know. Maybe it is important to have some type of game plan in case those kinds of things happen.
I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, because I feel like some people, they get so prepared and it's like,
and then when it comes to
crazy.
it, then it doesn't like, you think you can execute this plan and then you don't. I was going to say, I was going to say in all seriousness, I don't see anyone really getting into the house because of the dogs.
Yeah, the dogs will alert.
Yeah.
That was the only thing saving my mind that night. I was having a really hard time sleeping because my dogs hadn't been barking at any of the noises that I was hearing. So I was like, well, at least I know that I'm freaking out because I think it's someone trying to get in, but at the same time, half of my body does know like my dogs would freak out if there was really somebody in the house.
Dude, my fucking cats do the opposite thing where there's like, I'm paranoid and they probably can tell. And they're like, let's fuck with her. Because I'm like, oh shit, what was that? And it's like, I don't know.
And they're like, you tell us.
Yeah, the cats don't get all like fluffy, They're like, and I'm like, oh my god, there's somebody in the
scary.
house.
Maybe it's just a ghost.
Well, that doesn't make me feel better.
I was gonna say because my cat never does that.
Really? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, is my house haunted?
And she has two, and like the cats are like.
I wait for both of them to react, and I'm like, okay, maybe Kesso's just tweaking, but I don't know if Goose starts acting up. I'm like, I'm in danger, bro. But it's usually like, I don't know what the problem is. I think they just want to like make me paranoid. It pisses me off.
I thought you were gonna say like they try to antagonize you.
Dude,
by, like,
they feed into it.
Like getting on each other's shoulders and wearing
trench coats. They wear my clothes.
We're pretending to be a man.
Goose does have thumbs she could hold.
That's funny.
I was just thinking that it's crazy because, like, if someone made it in and was like, how much money do you have in your bank account? I'd be like, $0.
I would be so embarrassed to tell them.
50,000. Like, why would you tell them, like, how much money?
No, but, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so then what would they do? Like, you literally have no money. They're like, show them you're, like, zero. Like, negative.
You're in the negatives, yeah.
They're like, oh, God. Like, I'm leaving this duffel bag for you. Like, because that's, like, what would you do? Would you leave them? Or were you like, all right, well,
Well, on a 4-day meth binge, maybe the murder part.
Yeah.
Well, I think, okay, the guy was on a meth binge, right? I don't think meth is expensive, so I think they were probably like, oh, I got 1,500. He's like, hell yeah. He's like, jackpot. Like, he's like, oh, shit. Yeah, I think he was probably fine. Like,
he was like, whatever amount is fine.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll break your kid's piggy bank.
Wow. Well, I guess maybe we'll have to try to have a semi-plan ready or something.
Yeah. At least, I mean, I guess the bare minimum plan is to survive, right? Like, don't...
Yeah.
I don't know. They say if you, like, get kidnapped or something, let's leave them with this. If you get kidnapped, fight, like, until the very last fucking breath, because that is the only way... That's, like, the only time I've ever heard survivors, like, survive those, like, near-death kidnapping things where they try to murder them in the woods or whatever. The fighting is what keeps you alive because it keeps you going, like adrenaline and everything else. If the second that you're like, oh, this is too much, like you're gonzo. So like just keep fighting, dude. That's all I can say.
I've just heard like don't let them take you to a second location even if it means you die. Cause like,
jump out the fucking car if you have to. Even that
you're in the trunk. You're like they cut the little emergency string.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
is that a thing? Can they cut that off?
I don't know.
I was gonna say in newer cars, I don't think I think they have to have some type of way to get out from the trunk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say all of them do it, but I was saying I wonder if you can just cut it.
God, I don't know. That would seem stupid and pointless if that was like mandatory, but they could make it so easily.
Let's just hope you never get kidnapped.
Yeah, or at least not put in a trunk.
Or like, let's hope a man never comes into your house, guys.
Hey, it could be a woman.
Yeah, it could be. Let's hope nobody ever goes in.
It's less likely statistically, but yeah.
Yeah. Not impossible.
Not impossible. Just less.
You know, my favorite little old lady murderer.
The one with the things in the backyard?
Was that her, the one that was like a wrestler or something?
She sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Actually, now that we're on the topic of murders, right before, you heard about that geisha murder? Like, it's like a historian thing. It's like one of the first. She was like a geisha, whatever. But she ended up chopping off her lover's penis because she was so Well, nowadays people would say she was in a psychosis, but at the time they just said she was very jealous and angry. And so because he was married and she was the mistress, and even though at the time and now it's still okay to do that,
To cut off penises?
no, to fuck and have a mistress. Like,
okay.
and
Yes.
so she said she wanted to cut off his penis though, so that his wife could never look at it again, even because she had killed him first, and then she like did it. She killed him so that he could never love anyone else, and then chopped off his penis so his wife could never see it again, and then kept it with her. And I just thought that was really interesting.
I wonder for what.
I don't know.
Crazy.
That's demented for sure. But yeah. Go ahead, Jess. Sign us off.
Oh, okay.
Unless Virginia wants to do it. Do you want to sign us off?
How do I sign us off? Well, I guess thanks for inviting me over for the podcast. It was fun. Sorry if oh fuck, I don't know. I feel like in the beginning I was really nervous. I didn't know how to introduce myself or anything. I got nervous, but it's fine. No, I had fun. It was really nice to meet you, Jess. And I'll try to catch up on the episodes, guys. Yeah. Who knows
Thanks
if
for
I'll even
coming on.
listen to this one? No. Yeah. Just kidding.
You're like, I swear I'm on one of these.
Well, I think we also enjoyed having you on, and I think you were a great addition to this episode. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's really funny, and there's a new kind of personality to add to it. I think our last extra guest or whatever had like a totally different vibe too. So it's just, I think it's cool to have like the different variety. So I'm glad that you were able to find time, that we all found time to come together and do this.
Have a good day, have a good evening, and have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.